Hey everyone, slight glitch in the recording, but yeah, we're gonna start this recording now. We're basically leaving off where we left off in episode 3, um, or 2, I don't remember which one that was. Um, I'll check my recordings in a bit, but basically we're playing as Mexico, we're at war with Honduras, we have a vassal of Guatemala, we're later on gonna be warring with the United States, and if they declare on us, we're gonna try and take Louisiana, Arkansas, and transfer Oklahoma. So that's basically the plan for the next few episodes. But until then, we're going to be working on building up our economy and building up some hegemony in the Caribbean. But yeah, so let's get started on this war. We're going to send these guys, these light ships, to be raiding. Now, we currently don't have any production of naval warfare ships. It's like any. We don't have any, like. Yeah, we don't have any. I think we're gonna do 4 and 1 with warships. Once we have support vessels, we will do a side of those. Swap one over on each fleet. Our offensive fleets for invasions will be using carriers, and our fleets that we are planning on not having in combat but having in as raiding. We'll have submarines. We'll have battleships, obviously. But I think primarily, more than any of these, we'll just focus on submarines, and as for the other ones, we'll do scout cruisers or possibly torpedo boats. But these are lower tech. And that has 40 offense, 30 defense, but it does have convoy rating efficiency. Now, does these convoy escort? So we may stick with torpedo boats just to keep that efficient as possible. Now, I did have a little bit of this episode recorded already, but I don't know what happened, and I think I forgot to tap start recording. We're starting to get the western United States, or like current day United States, filled in, or Mexico. Texas still has a lot of Comanche left in them. As for the population of Texas, we do have a lot of Comanche, very few Mexican, some Dixie. So no, actually we have a lot of Mexican here, but we have very few Comanche for some reason. And I think that's because we haven't colonized much of their original land. But we do have some, so we'll work on integrating them. Yeah. We're gonna disable some of our. Well, actually, I think we can start colonizing Oklahoma. So we'll do that. And we're also going to go up here and boost this and boost education. Mainly for the primary purpose of. What's this? Trade agreement? Yeah, we'll do that. That will save us some bureaucracy. No, it doesn't seem to be helping our economy too much, though. But who knows? Maybe it'll increase over time. I don't know if this is the case, but I'd imagine it would increase the likelihood of your receiving migrants from the other country. I kind of wish there was a way for Mexico to obtain these right here, but I don't know if there is. I know, though, that if you... There's a mod, but... These are mods, but we're still playing in Iron Man, but just Iron Man compatible. However, what I was saying, though, let's see. Okay, we can do that. Now, can we, I don't see a way um, to annex, normally there's a mission where you can, okay, it is this one. I was thinking it was in Journal, but it's in Decisions. So we want to get mapped the American Western Frontier, and then we want to have higher relations with Columbia District, which they're improving with us, so that's good. We currently will want to send these. I don't know why I can't send them here. Why can't I send them there? Because their belly is so great. It's literally gonna. Why are your bellies so shit? If you rebel, I'm literally annexing your province. I don't want rebellious. This is kind of irritating. They're rebelling and it's preventing me from finishing this war. It's gonna make me lose. Maybe we can do white peace and then improve relations with Guatemala. We'll focus on raiding their trade currently. Here, we're going to send those guys to raid convoys. Yeah, okay. I don't know, I'm watching this gameplay of Millennia. It looks like a very good game, but I'm at the same time I'm wanting to go into it blind. Just for like original gameplay perspective of it and not going in trying to replicate the gameplay of another YouTuber. I don't normally do that anyway, but because I have my own playstyle in games, especially Paradox games, just given that there's so many ways you can play them. Now, what are we going to want to research? We have mass communication that we can research, which will boost this authority. And that'll, I think, give us about another 50. We currently are producing about 500. So we'll do that. And we may focus on building our navy next. However, it will be good to get some railways, so we're gonna... Did we just unlock... Okay, we did. So we're gonna swap all our ranches over to increase wool gathering. So because that is a case that we unlock this, we will be able to boost production of cloth, which will help us with construction costs and if we want to have clothes manufacturing for textiles. That'll help with that because prior to now we would have to build cotton in order to have enough sorry, the hiccups, or not the hiccups, but just drink coffee and burping. But yeah, in order to produce enough we're gonna try and build up the economies in our colonial provinces. I think we also may integrate California if it's not yet. Okay, it's not. Texas, is that integrated? I think we will also do that with Arizona. Because, or Nevada, sorry. Don't know if okay, so that one is. New Mexico, is that? I think our colonies are for the most part integrated. I don't really count these as like core provinces, even though they are. I mean, yes, Sonora, Chihuahua, and I would say Rio Grande is. But some of these ones up here are pretty low population, pretty low GDP at the start of the game. So we're gonna keep going on this. I'm hoping that we can improve our relations with Guatemala, because they're really preventing us from finishing this war by being in a rebellious state. Because while they're in that state, we can't march through their land, and hence we can't take over the region of Honduras. So we're going to break off their improving relations of our European allies, as well as Brazil. I know we're not. So actually, we're not improving relations with anyone right now, so maybe we can improve with them. But they just may not be interested, to be honest. Okay, so they are interested, but we are already doing that. So we'll work on Cuba and Haiti. And later on, we're going to work on waging a war on Spain to take their American provinces. So we're going to take Puerto Rico and Cuba, and this will probably be around 1880 or 1860 era. We'll see if we can take Philippines, just for having a presence in like a base of presences in their area. I don't think that we'll I kind of want to control the Philippines directly, I'm gonna be honest. At least have a treaty port here, or multiple. So we may take this as a vassal, but we'll take a treaty port in each of these regions. So Mindanao and Visayas and Luzon. I think we'll take a treaty port in all of those if we can. But I don't want to like have too much infamy if we go to war with them. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Can we improve with Ecuador? These smaller nations, such as El Salvador and Costa Rica, we're probably gonna try and like just stay on their good side, because I don't want them. I don't know. They're not gonna cause a problem for sure, but nonetheless, they could call in a bigger nation if we declare war on them. But they're probably not going to do that, so could though. I don't think there's a feature like there is in EU4 where you have smaller nations like forming coalitions. But I don't know, because I haven't played the game in a couple weeks. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to what's it called? Releasing Millennia. Looks like a good game, gonna be honest, because Civ just never really. I used to play it when I was a kid. I enjoyed it back then, but as I grew older, I kind of enjoyed more in-depth strategy games, and I think this one's gonna fulfill that for me. That or like, because I don't like boring games that'll like, they'll be interesting, but then they're like, you realize that like later on after playing a few games, it's kind of all the same, the different runs you'll have on it, and that's okay. But like at the same time, you don't want to be playing the same game over and over again. So yeah, it is what it is though. A good strategy though is if you are playing Mexico in this game, so pause these two colonies and to increase the speed of these ones. Then what you'll want to do is I didn't do it this run, but I guess I could but I don't think it's worth it. I think I'd rather just get all of Texas for the agricultural land. But so pause these and any of these you want to, but it's if you do these ones you risk losing this land to America. You can pause Arizona though, but then colonize Mexico to, or Oklahoma to block off this whole area. So you'll block off Comanche, New Mexico, and Comanche in Texas. If you colonize Comanche, Oklahoma, and then from there you can just take these ones. And but yeah, I normally just play in the Americas. I like Europe in EU4, but I don't know. I should play as Prussia sometime just because meme worthy, but I don't know. I don't really want to play as Prussia. I like playing as the smaller nations, less populated, and industrializing them, and seeing how good I can get them economically. I've considered playing as Sokoto and trying to take over this region, colonize the Niger Delta. I don't know. Looks like Spain's colonizing that. Maybe we'll take that from them in the war. That's good that they are, though, because I don't want to have to colonize that. But I do plan on going to war with Spain later on, so. And that's a very good region to take, due to the amount of rubber that's there and the large agricultural base it has. I think you can grow opium in some of these provinces. I really wish that there was a production mode of what grows in what different states, like there was in Vic 2 for the maps. Okay. So we're starting to lose this war, but maybe if we get so why are they disloyal? Let's see. Maybe if I invest in some plantations in Guatemala, they'll be less rebellious. So I'm gonna do that with our additional construction, and this is for primarily the purpose of building up their economy. We'll do that, and then some sugar and some dye. And that mod is this is a mod called investments or whatever, something like that. And basically it pops up this feature called, I don't know exactly what the mod is called, but it's basically a mod that allows you to invest in other countries that have either free market or interventionism, I think. Or maybe that's what you have to have. But essentially it allows you to construct buildings in other nations' territory. It's kind of similar to having interventionism as your policy in Victoria 2. For example, when I was playing as the US in Victoria 2, I used to invest in South America a lot, Ecuador, Bolivia, Paraguay, for the purpose of getting them into my sphere, Because by the time you would get Mexico conquered up here in South America in your sphere, a lot of European countries would go for the Americas in general. Um, but that was an easy way of rushing things. And I would imagine it would be too in this, as they make it more and more like Vic 3 or Vic 2. But yeah. Getting close to the 30-minute mark. I think when we research our next technology, that'll be around the time we end this episode. But I think we're going to try and get this mechanical tools for sulfite pulping in Texas, and also our precision tools in our furniture factories. We don't care about the slaughterhouses just because the tools you need to build those for our beef and ranches and stuff, that's just too much that it won't help much. But I don't know, we might also work on our navy, or possibly our, what do we got down here, trimming. This will be helpful if we get this. We don't care about the parties, we don't care about universal suffrage just yet, but I think this unlocks. No, we're gonna roll with mechanical tools. Then maybe this. But yeah. So we really need to improve with Guatemala. I think it's really because we've been waging a war too much on their border. So taking Chiapas and then immediately after declaring on Honduras was not really very helpful for our relations with Guatemala. Man, I'm really looking forward to Millennia. Just watching this gameplay of this game. Basically, where I got started on strategy games was like Civ 4 back in the day when I was a kid, and I eventually kind of grew out of them just because they were too simple for me. But this game has a lot of depth. Seems like a good one. But yeah. So sorry if I'm not talking too much. I'm also watching this this live stream and trying to learn it for when I might do a live stream of the game, but I think for the first couple of videos we're gonna do some videos of it, and then maybe on episode 10, 20, and 30 we'll do a live stream and trying to yeah. As soon as I see this go from rebellious, I think we're gonna just march into Honduras. We really need to improve relations with Central America. Okay. I think the US is going to be a problem. They're already starting to get a decent sized army. I assume. Yeah, oh, wow. They just have such a higher, I need an ally. Alright, so what can we do to improve this situation with our... No, okay, apparently nothing. We're going to work on removing tenant farming later on. I don't know. For now, I think that's fine. We will want police as well as healthcare. I don't like the idea of having aristocrats. It's such a powerful voting bloc. So we're gonna get charity hospitals first, and then yeah, because that'll improve standard of living. So our economy is kind of going down the crapper. We'll need to build up our economy a bit before building those military units. We may want to swear fealty to Russia just for military production. Or not fealty, being a, like, go in their customs union and then be an ally. So I think we can get a guarantee, unless that was removed by... I had a mod that allowed you to get guarantees, but if we can do defensive pact at least, and custom union, that'll prevent Russia or not Russia, US or Britain from declaring war on us. And also a custom union from Russia will give us immigration from all of Russia and this region of China that likely has really low net migration attraction, meaning that they won't... Okay, maybe it's high. Huh. Migration. I think this is what we want. So they'll probably migrate from Kiev or Finland. Also this right here, Trebizond. But yeah, it looks like the Caucasians, people from North Caucasus, are migrating. We're gonna want to really... We're gonna stop that, stop that, stop that. We're gonna basically stop improving with everyone, so we can have the influence we need, and we are gonna work on getting... Don't know if we can do that while we're at war. Economic imperials, we don't mind that, but as long as they don't try and integrate us, and they can't do that while we're in a customs union in a defensive pact. Now, who's in their market? That's kind of important for if we're deciding to go to war or join their market. First off, let's look at what the goods prices are here, and if we can make a profit if we do this. So iron, we have a lot of that we can that we can produce. We can produce paper in Texas. We have a lot of sugar, so groceries won't be a problem. This won't be a problem either in Yucatan or California for the furniture. We can produce a lot of luxury clothes because of our dye production and cotton production in Rio Grande. And same with wine in California. So it's looking like we'll do pretty fine as a customs union member of Russia. Now what are the value of these goods? 93 for man of wars, around 60 for that, 60 for arms. Russia, I don't think has much of a potential for plantations, other than in the Caucasus region for tea. So they do have some ability to produce sugar, but I think we are gonna do that for the primary reason of preventing the U.S. to attack us, as well as boosting our economic ability to export to a major market. So we're kind of like a secondary nation in the world. We're a large area in land, but population is quite low, even compared to the U.S. But comparatively to Russia, if we can sap their population of there and China, if they get them in the market, in toward migrating to our lands, we should be pretty well off. Same thing with yeah, so we'll start out in Russia's market, and what I like to do when playing in the Americas is a kind of lesser nation. Find a nation that has low standard of living for most of their population, and a lot of population, so that would be like China or Russia, possibly Britain, to sap their population from India region or South Africa. But Austria works well as well. Later on in the game, what I've noticed is being in the German market is kind of good, because you get a lot of immigrants from Europe coming into the Americas. We're really going to want to get the map of the American Western Frontier soon. So we're currently not producing anything. I'm thinking that we're going to build some tooling workshops in Texas and then focus on constructing our mining industries there. So one of those, and we want one of these. Both will be they kind of feed into each other. Basically, it's a loop of production. But yeah. And then once we got these built up to the max, we'll build a railway from here to here to build up our paper mill by importing sulfur from Texas to Rio Grande and shipping that to our paper mills. We're really not doing too well when it comes to GDP, but it's still early in the game. Kind of mid-game, early game. So let me know what you guys think about this episode so far. I am gonna end it here just so I can get my previous episodes uploaded. But we've got 3 recorded lined up for today. We may just upload 1, and then yeah. But I think I'm gonna record some for tomorrow later on tonight. But we got 3 lined up. I'm going to continue this campaign in a bit, but it looks like our economy is starting to boost up, so that's good. Well, I tapped out, but let's see what we can do. I think we just can't join the Russian market while we're at war, so maybe we're going to just do a white peace with Honduras. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So we're doing a white peace for now. We're gonna improve relations with Guatemala and join the Russian market to protect us from. Let's see, what does this need? We need a maximum of 180 relations. Okay, so that's our problem. We need 180 relations, and that's about it. Alright, cool. So, yeah. Alright, here we go. We're ending this here. We now have a positive income right here, and we have Guatemala as a vassal. Will have to contain them as a rebellious vassal and improve relations with them so they're not like trying to break free. With Costa Rica and El Salvador, we're likely just going to improve relations. Same thing with Haiti. Russia, I don't know if we can improve relations with them yet. We need to have it less than amicable, and we need it 300 relations of, or not relations, influence. Alright, cool. That's progressing to voting, but until then we are going to be ending this episode here. I'm going to be pausing the campaign, so we'll pause it first before we end it so you don't get missing out on anything. And yeah, 40 minutes seems like a good episode length. Let me know what you guys think about this campaign so far. Have a good one, everyone. And I think in our next episode we're going to focus on getting some protection from Russia militarily. But first we may work on getting these guys as vassals. I don't know. It's hard to say because I don't want to get declared on by the U.S. We could ally with France instead. But I think we'll do Russia since their military is bigger. France is a large, well... France has a much larger navy, but not too much larger. So anyway, have a good one, everyone. Peace out. We're gonna record this next episode soon, and yeah, have a good one, guys. Bye.